What up, guys? This is TXG Elite. I'm going to teach you how to make this little optical flare thing that I showed previously and give it a cinematic look. So I'm going to scrub through. See that little red dot right there. So let's start off by making a new project like that. And we're not going to save that one. And of course, we're going to drag in this little clip. Loading. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do now is just take this clip and drag it down to that little button. And we got this smooth little looking from the left to the right. And let's just cut it about there. Just hit N. Okay, right there. And just trim. So, there we go. And now we're going to add some, we're going to add the optical flare as well. So you just click on layer right there and solid. And you can actually have any color you want in it because it's not going to be visible. Anyway, there we got it. So you just right click on this white solid you just made, go to Effect, Video Copilot, and Optical Flares. Remember guys, you need to buy this plugin from videocopilot.net. Those guys are really awesome at making plugins. So now we got this, but we don't see the background. That's because we need to change the mode from normal to screen right there. So now we got this little optical flare right above the clip underneath, like that, looking good. So what we can do is that we can pick this terminal clip and just zoom into it. Hold down Shift while you do it to keep this perspective so that you make it look like this. Just hold Shift and we're going to zoom in about that much. Like that looks pretty good, I guess. So far so good. So let's keep it like that. Now we're going to start with motion tracking so that this little optical flare, let's see, this one is going to appear right on top of the aim, like that, and it's going to keep tracking after it. So what we do is that we click on Layer, New, and Null Object, create a new null, and then we're going to change workspace to motion tracking. For you guys who don't have that workspace, just click on Window, Tracker, right there. And this is the tracker. So we're going to pick a motion source, which is going to be our clip called MW2 terminal clip. Click on that, and we're going to track motion this time. So click on this button, and we're going to put the target right above the aim, the sight, and we're just going to analyze the clip forward. Because usually when you click on play later, analyze automatically, it could analyze correctly, but there's also a big chance it doesn't. And since this clip is only 2 seconds, I'm just going to do it like this, the slow way. Just keep going, scrubbing through like this. I'm not going to make it perfect because this is just a tutorial to learn the basics. But, I mean, I can make this look really good. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm too lazy. Too fucking lazy. Anyway, keep scrubbing. And when you see like it's not tracking correctly, you just move this little pointer where it's supposed to be. That's where the optical flare light's gonna be at. So make sure you do this like good. Don't do it like I do this tutorial. I mean, be more specific. I'm not making it perfectly. Let's keep on going. And there we see it kind of just lost it right there. So just move to the right point. Because you see it's pretty much dark track around this area, so it has like a really hard time finding the correct area it's going to track. So that's why it loses it. Well, the best way to track an area is like if it's really light, like let's say the surrounding is black and this little point we're tracking is white. That makes it really easy for the tracker to analyze. Then you can just let it analyze automatically. Otherwise, you do it the slow way, like I'm doing. Keep on going. I'm not sure if this is going to look really good, but yeah. I don't know at what point the aim is at right now, but it should be around there, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, keep on going. And yeah, right, I forgot to mention that if you guys just want to try out some effects, like you don't have any clips or stuff like that, you just want to try this out, I'm going to post this little clip I'm using at the description, so you can just click on the download link right there and you just play around. But you're going to need optical flares, so don't forget that. It's taking pretty long. Let's just scrub a bit quicker, like that. I mean, at this point you shouldn't even be able to see the flare that much, so it doesn't matter where that is. So there we go. We track this little area. Now we're going to click on Apply. So you just click on Apply Dimensions, X and Y, hit OK. There you go, all those little tracking points, nice. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bind this optical flare to the tracker so that it appears at those tracking points we just made. So what we do now is first, let's put this solid on top of that, name it to Optical Flare thingy, I don't know, whatever, and you click on null and you just hit P, position, like that. And what we're going to do now, you click on Optical Flare Layer and you Alt click on Position XY. You just hold down Alt and click on the stopwatch. And now, as you see, you get a little pick whip right there. Pretty cool, huh? No, it's not. Anyway, drag from this little pick whip, just going to go down. If it goes down like that, and hover over position, just release. So now we got a little code here, a script, call it whatever you want, and just click that away. And if you look now at the video, you can see that the position of the optical flare is at the same point as the null object, which is great. That's what we want to do. Cool, great. But now you can also see that, I mean, the flare shouldn't like be that visible from all kind of points where he's looking at. I don't know. Maybe the brightness should be a bit lower at this point. We're going to fix that later. Let's go to Options first. We're going to pick some nicer flare. Just click on Show Presets. I'm going to add Tack Light. Okay, I missed it there. Just click on Tack Light and hit OK. And now we see we got a little tack light, which looks pretty good to this kind of scene. So let's change the color of it to red, of course. And that's what a flash should look like, or a red laser sight should look like. So that's pretty good as a beginning. I haven't tracked it perfectly, but what the hell. Anyway, let's keyframe the brightness. We can actually turn down the scale a little bit. The scale is going to stay the same in my tutorial. You guys do it the way you want. So, brightness, let's keep it pretty low at this point, like that maybe. And we're just going to scrub forward until we see a point that the gun is actually pointing towards you. I mean, probably at, I don't know, that point maybe. So we're gonna, since it's keyframe, if you drag up, the brightness is automatically gonna create a new keyframe at that point. So if you go through here now, you see that the brightness goes brighter and brighter, and at that point it's pretty bright. So we can turn it up a little bit more, I guess, like that maybe. And we just scrub all the way to the end and drag down the brightness like that maybe, I don't know, 20 at the beginning, 20 at the end. Yeah, that's pretty good to me. Anyway, now we're done with that part, but as you see, this doesn't look, I mean, that good, the effects and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some cool color corrections, some cinematic color corrections, I guess. So just hit layer. We're going to create a new adjustment layer. What an adjustment layer does is that all layers that are under it are going to be affected. Like if you add a color correction to this, and you get like two clips under, they're both going to have the color correction on them. So right click on it, go to Effects, Color Correction, and let's start off with a color balance. So I want to make mine look like pretty cinematic, some kind of green looking stuff, I don't know. So I'm just going to add the shadow red balance to -20, the highlight blue balance to -100. So that looks pretty good, but the colors are still pretty dry and don't look too cool. So let's add a curve. That should be good. Let's just put the regular curve thing on it. Like that. That's pretty good, huh? Nice. Alright. So now we got this. Scrubbing forward. Light gets brighter, 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 and gone. It looks good. Can actually make it a little bit brighter just to show you guys that it's fucking bright right now. Like that. Turn it up a little bit maybe to, I don't know, 70. That should do it. Pretty good. Alright, so now we're done with that part, and we want to add a little cool perspective to it. So let's just add a new solid, make it this one black. So there we go. Just drag this up. You hold shift. You want to drag like perfectly, I don't know, like that, so that we don't see, you know, this little spectating text on top of there. Just add that, and we're gonna duplicate it. You just press Ctrl D to duplicate it, or you go to Edit and duplicate right there. And now we're gonna take this other duplicated layer, put it underneath, like that. It looks pretty good. So now if we look closer, like that maybe, I don't know. We got this cool looking movie thingy. I don't know, you call it whatever you want. So that's pretty much it. I hope you learned something good. I mean, go make some awesome cool movies now, or do what the hell you want. But most of all, I just want to thank Video Copilot for making this awesome plugin. And yeah, this is the end of the tutorial. So I'll see you guys later. Just comment below if you guys want any tutorial on After Effects, something that you're interested in of making, that you've seen on a montage or I don't know, and let me know. And please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe as well to the Excellus Gamers, or like the video. Yeah, that should make my day. So, have fun guys, see ya.